a T-REV, so we'll call him that as well. And he joins us now.
People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss. This something that we find important. Rap game strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it'll lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I manifested my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have it back. So I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps.
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you're hitting the like button as you're coming in. We are covering Elijah View tonight. There was a court hearing today, so we're going to dive into those documents, and we're going to talk about those documents, and also we're going to watch the little segment of the court date so we can dive into the details about not only what they're being charged with, but what the details are inside of these documents. I think it's important to check the details of documents because it holds a lot of information. What's going on, Renee? Renee says, I'll be amazing at 12 p.m. on Thursday. I have 5 days off work for B-Day shenanigans, but aside from that, I'm great. How you doing? How you doing? This is another sad story. These poor babies, Jackie said. What's going on, Brandy? Welcome. Amethyst, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you. Skippy, Rogue House, how you doing? Constance, Mucka 77. Brian, what's going on? Salute to you, brother. Gypsy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Cookie Monster, Mab, Alicia, KC. Salute to y'all. Let's dive into this, though. I want to get right into it. This case is crazy, right? This case is crazy. I'm just not making any sense of what happened to Elijah View. Obviously, I think something bad happened to him, but where is he at? Where is he located? Where did they bring him to? Obviously, they feel like these are the responsible people and they have them held behind bars while they are out looking for something. But did they find blood? Was there some type of crime scene? That's what we want to know. Kathy B, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hey, Trev and the gang. Good to see you all. We're happy to have you tonight, Kathy. As always. I see you every stream, Kathy. Shout out to you. Karen, what's going on? Aaron, nice to see you. Chantel, Diane, Twyla, Glitter. There's Glitter in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
March 7th at 10:30.
Off the record, what's going on? Welcome. Let me turn this up so we can hear. Slow as hell.
That wishes to make a statement in accordance with March.
Yes, Judge.
What's going on, Kelly? Welcome.
Is the phone number Mark Orison?
Is it me? Is it? You know what? Macy, he does look like Quinton. He does look like Quinton. He does. He really does. When I look at it, it reminds me of him. But not only does he remind me of him, it just is flashbacks to Quinton Simon. Just for the fact that they're searching this landfill, it rings a bell and it connects you. But if you follow the Quinton Simon case and you look at Elijah View, you immediately think of Quinton Simon. For me, anyways. We covered that here. We talked about it. We had open panels. During that time, I was having a lot of open panels. So we had people come up and we were talking about Quinton Simon, the case, Leilani, etc. And yeah, it definitely reminds you of that. Long story short, what's going on, Michelle Mouse? Welcome to the stream. Nicole B 77 or 777. Shout out to you. Welcome.
Okay. Can the person who's on Orson's iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jackie, what's going on?
Are you a victim in the case with Miss Bauer?
I'm the family of the victim, yes.
Okay, and you wanted to make a statement today?
Yes.
All right, I need you to state your name and spell your last name for the record.
Orson Boo, Orsonbue.
What's going on?
All right, sir,
Super
keep in
girl.
mind that this is
Girl.
just the initial appearance. No, we're doing today's sentence.
Gwen, what's going on?
You have the right under Marcy's law to address the court at any proceeding. This would be one, so go ahead and tell me what you care to.
Again, after we watch this, I'm going to read these documents word for word. We're going to go through both of them. I think it's, like I said, it's important to go through the documents and see what details are inside of those documents. We want to know more about this story, right? We want to know more details, why they're being charged with that. Those details are inside of those documents, which is why I feel like we are going to deep dive those tonight, talk about them after I read them, open up some lines, talk to some of you guys. So
Okay.
what's going on, Lindsay?
Our family family would like
Exactly.
to ask that the court does not allow or change any bail or bond amount, and have these two individuals,
What's
held
up, Rachel?
fully accountable for their actions or lack thereof.
Billy
After reading
girl.
just a few things from the criminal complaint, these two individuals should not be allowed to walk freely amongst us in terms of time where Elijah is.
So,
That's all.
All right.
hold on. You said, "Hey, Trev, the affidavit is disgusting and gross. I hope they give this jerk jail justice. It's sickening." But we're gonna go through it.
Just so you're aware, Mr. Vu, the court's not taking up any issues in regards to bail today.
Mhm.
If
I'm sure you're not.
a motion for bail is made prior to any hearing or bail hearing is set, you'll certainly get notice through the DA's office. So just make sure you stay in touch with the victim witness coordinator, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else for the record, Attorney Lee?
No, Judge, thank you.
Attorney Larson, anything else for the record?
All right, I seen you ask about Leilani. She remains in custody, and it says December 8th. I don't know. That's what it says. December 8th is their next court date, but we'll see.
No.
Then we're adjourned. Attorney Fate, can we do Ms. Reed right away?
Yes, Judge. Just 1 second.
Ms. Reed, can you hear me?
Yes.
What's up, Sky Blue?
We'll go on the record in state of Wisconsin. State of Wisconsin versus Shawnee Reed. 24 CF 126 appearances.
Gail Pearls for the state.
Ms. Reed appears in custody with Attorney Heather Fay. This is a special appearance.
What's up, Lori?
Counsel has not yet been appointed.
Matters on the calendar for.
Did they
initial
find
appearance today.
baby? No.
Attorney Fate, you have a copy of the complaint?
They did not find them. And hold up, I got an interesting read real quick. Let's go through this. They're talking about these charges. I feel like, this court date, they're just telling her basically some shit. Hold up, let me pull this up because this is a good read. It says Two Rivers, Katrina Bauer, 31, and Jesse Vang, 39. Right? It talks about mother of missing 3-year-old. This is an updated, just put out. Mother of missing 3-year-old, Two Rivers boy charged with child neglect. She wasn't in town when he disappeared. Right? That's what she's saying, I guess. Two Rivers, Katrina Bauer, 31, and Jesse Vang, 39, appeared in Manitowoc County Circuit Court February 23rd for bail hearings. Now it says Bauer is mother to 3-year-old Elijah View, the Two Rivers boy who has been missing since February 20th. She was charged with party to a crime, child neglect, and $15,000 cash bond was set. That was yesterday. 9:37. Hold up, it's 226. So we're talking 6 days. Today would be the 6th day that he was missing. Okay, both are set to appear after today. Hold up, that's the wrong one. I'm reading the wrong one. Hold up. Pick the wrong one. My bad. I'm about to grab it. 1 second.
It's reading at this time.
I switched the wrong tab.
We request an adjournment.
Hold up, Elijah View. There it
We
is.
need to set bail, and that'll kind of dictate where I adjourn this to. Ms. Reed, how long are you going to be in custody at Techeetah?
I have a 3-year sentence right now.
Okay. State of any objection to personal recognizance bond with them.
Okay, I got it right here. And this says the revelation comes after criminal complaints, again, detailing charges against Vang, 39, and Elijah's mother, Katrina Bauer, 31, were filed in Manitowoc County Circuit Court February 26 as the search for Elijah was in its 7th day. Vang, who resides in Two Rivers, and Bauer, who resides in Wisconsin Dells, were both arrested last week. Vang is described in the criminal complaint as being in a relationship with Bauer and has been charged with felony child neglect. Now it says Bauer has been charged with felony child neglect as party to the crime and 2 counts of misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. Both Vang and Bauer appeared in Manitowoc County Circuit Court February 26th for an initial appearance, and both have a preliminary hearing scheduled for March 7th. And that's the hearing that we're watching now, by the way, the 26th of reading that. The probable cause statement was sealed in both cases, but the criminal complaints were filed February 26th and copies were obtained by the Herald Times reporter. Here's what we have learned. Now, we're going to go over those documents after I let this play.
Right.
No, you're up.
Court will set bail in the amount of $1,000 personal recognizance.
He is such an adorable little boy. He is. It's a
In
fucking
light
shame.
of the recognizance fund, we'll
It's a shame.
the initial appearance
He said, just a thought. How easy could it have been for them to bury that baby? I thought of the same thing, Michelle.
22nd at 1:30.
I literally thought the same thing, Michelle.
Anything else for the record from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Attorney Fay?
No, Judge.
Then where's
Gets held for hours without
and, Attorney Fay, you're doing Mr. Bang.
Yes,
his
I am.
diaper once a day.
Mr. Bang, you
Good gracious.
We'll go on the record.
Diaper rash and burn. That's crazy.
In state of Wisconsin versus Jesse Bang, 24 CF 162. Appearances in the courtroom.
State appears by Jacqueline LaBrie.
Mr. Bang appears in
What's going on,
custody
Root?
with
Welcome.
Attorney Heather Fay. This is a special appearance. Counsel has not yet been appointed.
Matters on the calendar for an initial appearance today. Attorney Fay, do you have a copy of the complaint?
Lisa
Mr.
said,
Judge,
make
we
yourself
waive
larger. I
this
could do
time
that.
and request a preliminary hearing.
March 7th at 10:30. Bail's been set. Anything else for the record from the state?
Judge, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we should probably.
That's easy to do.
Do it again. Sorry. Thank you.
You KC Chiefs. I
Mr.
forget
Vu,
that.
you have the opportunity to address the court again, in this case, if you care to. If you wish to make a statement on the record.
She
for
said,
Mr.
make
Vu's
yourself
case as
bigger.
well, you're welcome to. I just need to have you let me know whether or not you want to make a statement.
Was the statement I made earlier not for?
Appreciate the love, Casey.
Sorry, I'm a little confused.
That's okay. It's
What's going on, Rob?
we call
Welcome.
the cases separately, so each case has its own record made. So if you want to make a statement for the record on this file, you can. I certainly heard what you had to say earlier, and my response would basically be the same. We're not taking up bail today, and if bail were to be addressed at some point down the road, you'd be notified of that. So, do you wish to say anything else for the record today, sir?
Yeah, no, that's all.
Okay. Anything else then, Attorney LaBrie?
No, Judge, thank you.
Attorney Fay?
Heard they were
No,
checking
Judge.
landfills. Maybe that's why they're thinking junkyards.
Anyone who was logged in for Bauer and Bang, you're free to log out. Who's next at the jail?
I wonder. That he probably will, for real. That's a fact.
Justin Sternberg, he's on the last one on the last page.
It's been nearly a week now since the disappearance.
All right, so let's go through these. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go through these, right? Let me bring this up real quick. That way you guys can see it. Now, State of Wisconsin, Circuit Court, Manitowoc County, obviously against Katrina. This one's against Katrina. Hold on, let me see if they have his in there. I thought I had his. This is just for Katrina. I do have the other one too. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab the other one. The heck? I just had it. Okay. We'll go through Katrina's. This is about, all right. So this is for Katrina. We're gonna go through that now. Again, State of Wisconsin, Circuit Court, Manitowoc County versus Katrina B. Bauer. Now it says the undersigned complaint being solely sworn states the following, or that the following complaint is true and correct. Count 1, neglecting a child. Specified harm did not occur in child under 6 years of age. PTAC, and then as a party to a crime. PTAC as a party to a crime. The above named defendant on or between February 12th of 2024, February 20th of 2024 in the city of Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, as a party to a crime, being a person responsible for the welfare of victim child, date of birth 8/2020, through her action for reasons other than poverty, did neglectfully fail to provide necessary care so as to seriously endangering the physical, mental, or emotional health of a child, and the natural and probable consequences of this violation would be harm under 948.21. Now it says, what? Okay, let's skip through that. Although the harm did not actually occur in the child contrary to section 948, all that. Okay, a class 1 felony, and upon conviction may be fined not more than $10,000 or in prison not more than 3 years and 6 months, or both. Now, count 2 is obstructing an officer, the above named defendant, on or about Tuesday of February 20th of 2024 in the city of Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, did knowingly obstruct an officer while such officer was doing an act in an official capacity and with lawful authority, obstructed officers contrary to section 946.41 and 939.51. Now it says a class A misdemeanor, and upon conviction may be fined not more than $10,000 or in prison not more than 9 months, or both. Count 3, obstructing an officer, again, the above named defendant, on or about Tuesday of February 20th of 2024 in the city of Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, did knowingly obstruct an officer while such officer was doing an act in an official capacity and with lawful authority, obstructed officers contrary to section 946.41 and 939.51. Wisconsin state's talking about that. Okay, it's a class A misdemeanor, and upon conviction may be fined not more than $10,000 or imprisoned not more than 9 months, or both. Now let's go down. Probable cause. The complaint alleges he is informed by the reports of Megan Klumpian, known to complainant to be a detective with the Two Rivers Police Department, and Detective Lieutenant Jacob Glasser of the Two Rivers Police Department, that the incident occurred in the city of the Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin. Based on information provided by Detective Klumpian and Detective Lieutenant Glazer, I'll say Glazer because that's what it looks like, or Glasser. I'm sorry, Glasser. 1, on 2/20/2024, the Two Rivers Police Department was notified by dispatch that Jesse Vang called 911 at 10:59 a.m. reporting that he was babysitting a 3-year-old child. Victim Vang reported that while watching the child, he fell asleep. When he woke up, the child was missing. Law enforcement responded to the Vang residence at 3918 Mishicot Road, apartment 102 in Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, in an attempt to locate the victim. Law enforcement has been unsuccessful in locating victim as of February 26th of 2024. Now it says on 2/20/2024, Detective M. Klumpian, I guess that's how you say it, Klumpian, of the Two Rivers Police Department spoke with Vang at the residence at 3918 Mishicot Road, apartment 102. Vang said he is in a relationship with victim's mother, Katrina B. Bauer. Vang stated that the victim has been staying with him recently. Vang stated he has been trying to help Bauer correct the victim's bad behaviors. Vang stated, let me make sure I'm at the right spot. Vang stated that he has been assisting with the care of the victim for approximately 1 month, but not continuously. Vang stated that on today's date of 2/20/2024, he woke up with his autistic teenage son. Vang helped his son with getting on the bus at approximately 7:30 hours. Vang stated victim was still asleep after he walked his son out to the bus. Vang stated that he woke up the victim at approximately 800 hours and brought him into the bedroom with him. Vang stated that he shut the door and Vang fell asleep. Vang stated he woke up at approximately 1100 hours and found the victim was gone. Vang said that he then called 911 to report victim missing. On 2/20/2024, Detective Lieutenant Glasser spoke with Bauer. Bauer stated that the victim has been in the care of Jesse Vang for approximately 1 week. Bauer resides in the Wisconsin Dells. Bauer stated she dropped off victim with Jesse Vang on 2/12/2024 in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Now, she intended on the victim coming back to the Wisconsin Dells on Friday of 2/23/2024. On 2/20/2024, DCI agent Neil Laffey did speak with Katrina Bauer and denied that she was in the Manitowoc County area on February 16th and 17th of 2024. Detective Klumpian is aware that pursuant to search warrants, law enforcement did conduct forensic extractions of Jesse Vang and Katrina Bauer's cell phones after they were consensually turned over to law enforcement. based on an analysis of the cell phones after they were consensually turned over to law enforcement. Based on the analysis of these cell phones, specifically location data obtained, that law enforcement obtained information that contradicted Katrina Bauer's statements that she had not been in the Manitowoc County or Manitowoc area on February 16th and 17th of 2024. Law enforcement located messages from Vang to Bauer at approximately 6:39 p.m. hours and 6:49 p.m. February 17th of 2024, where Vang tells Bauer that he is angry that the victim overfilled his diaper with poop and pee, and that Vang gave victim a cold shower. Vang noted victim was clean but scared. 6. Detective Lieutenant Glasser spoke with Katrina Bauer, and she stated that Jesse Vang was the enforcer of rules in the relationship, and that was the reason for sending the victim to stay with Vang. She discussed with him the limits of what discipline she did not want used, other than she is fine with whatever discipline Vang enforces. She gave examples of discipline, including praying, saying he was sorry, and going over 4 rules that the victim is supposed to be. Memorizing. Okay. At no point did she admit she was in the city of Two Rivers between February 12th of 2024 and February 20th of 2024, or had any face-to-face contact with the victim. She said she was discussing behavior issues with Vang around Thanksgiving of 2023, and he said she needed to try harder to stop the behavior. Bauer stated she knew how to be a man. She said the first time victim had gone to stay by Vang without her was in January of 2024. Now it says she said the past week was the longest time the victim had stayed with Vang without her being there. Detective Lieutenant Glasser said while talked about this past week, she admitted she had been in Two Rivers on February 16th of 2024. She said she left the Wisconsin Dells area around 6 or 7 p.m. and arrived in Two Rivers late at night. Why don't you just give up where he's at this point? She saw the victim on the couch, but he was tired. She said she left early morning on February 17th of 2024. She was confronted about being in Two Rivers on a different day, and she did admit she was in Two Rivers on February 14th, 2024 for a period of time and then went back home. 7. On 2/20/2024, Vang consented to meeting with law enforcement at TRPD and agreed to a consensual interview. During the course of the interview conducted by Detective Michael Herman of the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Office, Vang made consensual statements in regards to his recent interactions with victim. Vang stated that victim is afraid of him, then corrected himself and stated that he respects me. He stated that they put victim here as a punishment for his bad behavior. They were trying to teach him how to do good here and good at home. Vang indicated that he is trying to make him understand that going home is like a privilege for him. 8. Vang stated that the victim was disciplined using timeouts. He described the timeouts as being standing for periods of time from 1 to 2 hours. During this time, victim was required to pray or say, "I'm sorry, mommy." Vang reported that victim was in timeout for the majority of this time, and Vang, as it was intended as a form of boot camp, other than getting into the things, Vang was unable to identify specific bad behaviors which required a timeout. Vang reported that victim is not potty trained and that he is still wearing diapers. Vang advised that he changed the victim's diaper at least once per day. What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here!
On the evening of 2/19 of 2024, Vang this is pretty wild reading this shit. On the evening of 2/19 of 2024, Vang changed victim's diaper prior to him going to bed at approximately 8 to 9 p.m. He then watched Ready Player One. He stated that victim will stand in the corner or stand by right here, and we're right here, by the way, and stand by the bed, put him in punishment. He stated that the victim will stand in the corner or stand by the bed, and then Vang stated he gets pretty tired from, I guess, like from standing too, obviously. I mean, he's 3 years old. You're making him stand. He explained he does not want to be mean to him, but he is trying to teach him to be more respectful. He was asked about February 19th of 2024 if he made victims stand, to which he replied, yeah, for probably like 2 or 3 hours. Vang confirmed again that the victim stands for 2 to 3 hours without sitting. In the event that victim tries to sit down, Vang will say, "You want cold water?" He then indicated he's fine. It's not like his knees are shaking and about to fall over, 9. On the morning of 2/20/2024, Vang woke up at approximately 7:30 hours and prepared his son for school. At that time, he saw victims sleeping on the futon sofa in the living room. Vang took his son, which we're right here, took his son to the bus stop and locked the apartment door. Upon returning to the apartment, Vang found victim still sleeping on the sofa. He woke victim and they ate breakfast. He reported that victim ate some cereal, which had frosting on one side and wheat on the other without milk. Then they went to Vang's bedroom, where victim was told to stand and pray near the foot of Vang's bed. He did not change victim's diaper as he was too tired. Victim was not allowed to do fun things as he was in timeout. When asked about any toys at the apartment, Vang reported that there was one toy which he received at Christmas time. This toy was similar to a toolbox. However, he was not allowed to play with it during the week of 2/12/2024 to 2/20/2024, as he was in a timeout. When asked what happens if the timeout did not work with the victim, Vang stated that he would give him an ultimatum. Vang reported that the ultimatum was usually, "Do you want some cold water?" Vang reported that the victim did not like cold water, but he did not know why. Holy shit. Hold on. Let me take a break for a second. Reading this is crazy. Y'all. I'm sweating over here reading this shit. Good gracious. Like, I'm not even joking. Hold up. Let me feel the fan. I need to feel the air on me. Good gracious. This is crazy reading this. I'm not even gonna lie, man. What the to a 3-year-old, right? What's going on with Renee? He is a coward piece of shit. Michelle Mouse says, so what hearing is, we don't know how long this child has been gone. That's weird. This poor child, Chantel said, oh my God. Yeah, we're just getting into it. The details in here are crazy, man. Again, let's get back to our spot. I just needed to turn that fan on. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I'm pissed. So again, timeout do not work for the victim. Vang stated that he would give him an ultimatum. Vang reported that the ultimatum was usually, "Do you want some cold water?" Vang reported that the victim did not like cold water, but did not know why. When asked about the victim hold on, you know what? When I'm reading this, I'm thinking that they murdered him. I don't give a fuck what they say. Allegedly, it is allegedly for me, but y'all did something to this boy, and y'all just need to tell them the location. As I read into these details, it's becoming very clear that they are responsible for the disappearance of Elijah View. Allegedly. As I'm reading this, that's what this is telling me. This is telling me that he pissed you off so much that you beat the shit out of him. And not only did you beat the shit out of him, you fucking beat the shit out of him to the point where you took him somewhere. And now they can't find him. That's the facts here. Let's talk about that. Allegedly, he stated that the victim still was bottle fed, and he was trying to get him to eat regular food. He was unable to provide specific details as to the food. While Vang was sleeping, he would lock the door to the apartment at the doorknob, deadbolt, and with the security chain attached at the top of the door to keep the victim from walking out of the apartment. Vang reported that on the evening prior to the victim going missing, he had consumed 3 12-ounce Budweiser beers and 1 cyclobenzapine, whatever that is, as a sleep aid. This information provided by Agent Lofi, Lieutenant Oswald, Detective Herman, Detective Lieutenant Glasser, and Detective Klumpian is believed because is believed because they have provided true and reliable information as law enforcement officers. The information provided by Jesse Vang and Katrina Bauer is believed as it is based on their observations and experiences. The complaint is informed by the records of the Wisconsin Circuit Courts, Crime Information Bureau, National Crime Information Center, and or the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, known to complaint or to compliant to be reliable, as they are records maintained by the circuit courts and or government agencies which have provided true and reliable information in the past that the defendant has been convicted of the following offenses and crimes which remain on record and unreversed. Okay, so there you go. You've seen and heard some of the details in the case of little Elijah View. Doesn't make no sense. It doesn't. It does not make no sense. So they basically they killed him. That's what I'm thinking. Allegedly. I say that with allegedly. If you haven't heard it from law enforcement, it is not true, but this is clear to me. This is cut clear and dry that they harmed this boy. And not only did they harm him, he was not listening to her. And this is clear that something went on that we don't know about, right? But do they have evidence of that? It says they murdered him. Woo! A 3-year-old doesn't know what a damn ultimatum is, right? Exactly. I'll open the lines up. I want to hear from you guys. Where's the outpour? Let's hear from y'all. What do you feel like after I just read these documents with these dirty ass details in here? Changing his fucking diaper one time a day? Are you serious? One time a day? Wow. Are you serious? One time a day. You know how bad that boy was probably burning? Oh my God, I had to turn this fan on. I had to turn this damn fan on. Unknown, you know I got that blocked, right? But I could see you. I mean, I could see you, but it doesn't ring for you no more. It just doesn't ring, you know? This is insane. It doesn't make sense. When you look at those details, they had him stand in timeout, right? They had him stand in timeout for 3 hours. 3 hours. We're talking 3 hours, which is absolutely insane. A basic understanding of child development would help these parents. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea what's
Parents of a 3-year-old boy from Two Rivers.
Today, his mother and a man who lived in their home made a second court appearance.
Yep.
Our Abril Preciado was at the hearing. And Abril, what have you learned today?
Now, in the last 7 days, it's been heavy on people's minds out here to find Elijah Vu, and that is something that family and friends are searching for, as well as answers. And today, we actually learned new information.
Thank
from
you, Jennifer. I
prosecutors.
appreciate that.
It's a week later, and we still have not had any answers of where this little boy is at.
It's a sentiment that is felt throughout Manitowoc County. It's been almost a week since 3-year-old Elijah Vu went missing.
Yeah, but
I've trekked through Two Rivers in Manitowoc. I've been here for 17 years, and I've explored places that I never even knew existed before. I said, oh, this is here, but it's worth it. It's worth every step that we take.
Today, Katrina Bauer, the mother of Elijah,
Hold
and
up.
Jesse
I
Vang,
just
the
seen
man that
someone
lived
call.
in their home.
Hold up. All right, so it's forwarding it to me. It's actually forwarding it. It shows me the numbers coming in, but it's blocked. Hello? Did you call in?
I did.
What's going
I
on?
did.
I don't know why
How
it
did
went to
you-
my. It actually forwarded it to my phone, which is weird. But I see you. What's going on?
Well, I have a few things to say. First, this is just absolutely disgusting. My blood is boiling. And what really, really gets to me is that these animals, treat little angels like that. It's pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, I'm getting really bothered right now because I am, well, I'll call myself survivor. I won't go into details, but the person that did what he did to me got 4 consecutive life sentences plus 30 years. And in the state he did this in, he comes up for parole every 7 years. That's what a life sentence is. And it's just ongoing torture. But also the torture was when he was done doing everything he did, put a gun to my head. And knowing that you're going to die,
Mm-hmm.
and for these children, all of the cases that you've been working on this past week, these children, angels, being absolutely terrorized. I didn't know this person, but these babies knew the people that were doing this to them. And then these absolutely disgusting animals go into prison and they're given food, shelter, education, doctor's appointments, dental appointments, clothing, glasses, education. And this animal that you're talking about tonight could not even change that baby's diaper more than once a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel what's wrong is, and it's never going to change, the prison system. You know, we put them in there and we give them everything because we're a civilized society. What about putting the animal in there and just letting him go to the bathroom once a day? Or not giving him food? Or throwing him in a cold shower or freezing cold? It's so repulsive and disgusting. And what I really wish...
Are y'all having trouble hearing her? Because I got her turned up. I could hear her real good. But y'all, they're saying they're having trouble hearing you a little bit in chat.
I don't understand why.
I don't know why. Hey, I can hear you perfectly. But hold up, let me see.
But,
you're good. Keep going. I'm gonna fix it.
You know, just they go through the court process and everything, and then they're put in prison, but they're not going through the terror. They need to feel the terror, the absolute terror that these poor little children felt, and go through that on a daily basis. I don't even know what more to say except, we can try and get laws changed and we can try and do everything. I tried desperately for truth in sentencing. I worked with so many people. Truth in sentencing. If you're given a sentence of 25 years, that means you're going for 25 years. But no, good behavior, this and that, and everything else, it's just wrong. We seriously need to let these horrible, horrible animals know that they are going to face the consequences.
Bing bang.
The first time they do something. Not the second, not the third, the first time. And be done with them.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way it's going to change. We keep seeing these poor babies, and I'm an adult. I was an adult when this happened to me. And honestly, just the sheer terror. I cannot imagine what these little, beautiful angels went through. I can't. I don't even know what to say.
Again, it just the details in that what I just read is absolutely horrifying. I mean, it shows that something definitely happened to him.
Definitely, I agree with you 100%.
I'm gonna stand on that until they show something different. But I think he did it. I think they both have something to do with it allegedly. That's why they're
I
locked
agree
up
with
right now.
you.
And if you read those details, it's like, what? What? He locked him
And
where?
for
He stood where for 3 hours? You changed once a day? Like what?
and I don't understand what was going on with the mother that could leave their precious little boy for a week with this man, knowing the things he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like terrible. Is he being fed? Is he no? Is he being changed? No. Is he cold? No. Is he sleeping? No. Just I agree with you. A 3-year-old is not just out there walking around someplace taking care of himself. Nobody's seen him. Nobody's heard from him. Unfortunately, I think the worst of the worst has happened once again.
Just like with Quinton Simon, we waited. Remember, I don't know if you followed that, but I know I was waiting for them to dig through this landfill. And we were live actually. I was more live during the day during that time I was covering it. And we'd be live for like 8 hours, 7 hours straight, just talking about the case and going over videos and different things that we've seen. And man, I've never seen, well, I've seen times like it, but a lot of YouTube was posted up out there. Media was posted in front of their house, like justice for Simon. But here it's like for Quinton Simon, it's like here, that's not happening because it's different. It's a little bit different, but it reminds me of Quinton Simon. They're searching these landfills. He looks they kind of look like each other, to be honest with you.
Right.
This is crazy. These type of stories, when you hear these, it just gets to you because there's somebody out there that'll be nicer than you. And you know what I mean? Give you everything that you possibly need.
Exactly. And I don't even know where I can say it's hard, so hard to watch these cases, but yet I'm drawn to them. I can't take myself away from them. And the way you go through it in detail, everything for us, and how you listen to both sides, no judgment. You
have to, at first, when I first got on here, it's sometimes like I was like, whoa. But as you sit back and you listen to people, I just like hearing different opinions, whether you call up and have the same one as me or whether you have a total opposite one of me. I like to hear that, or I like to hear everybody out and what their thoughts are exactly about the case. I mean, any case that we cover that, but in general, this case here, like I said, my thoughts are that they did this shit and they know where he's at and they just need to come up off that location, because the more days that go by, the more that this little boy's, I don't even want to think about it.
I can't either, but I agree with you 100%. 100%. And like you, I like to hear people's opinions, their thoughts, and everything else, because we never know, what somebody has gone through. So teach me, let me learn. But, watching this week after week, and the sad part is little Elijah won't be the last one. Next week, there may be another one. There probably will be another one. It's out of control. It's seriously out of control and terrifying. And I have one daughter and 3 grandchildren. And even when my daughter was little, I did not let anybody around her that I didn't know. And we never left her with a stranger. It was always a family member to babysit, and my grandchildren the same way, just very, very hyper vigilant and aware. And when something bad happens, it changes your whole life, your personality, your perspective, even how you see fellow human beings. Knowing that they are capable of such horrible acts against another person. And when it's children, I can't even. yet I can't pull myself away from watching it, you know? I don't know. I don't know. In my opinion, the answer is, and I strongly believe the answer is, the first time they do something, give them their sentence and make them do that sentence. There's always an excuse. It's overcrowded, you know, this, that, the other thing. I don't want to hear any excuses. The victims, you know, you don't listen to them. You don't help them. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting really emotional, and it may sound one-sided, but that's how I feel, and will always feel.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. I just hope they find him soon. I mean, it's day after day now. It's went by 6 days. Today would be the 6th day. Tomorrow's gonna be the 7th. Are they gonna find him?
Right.
Are they gonna find him? Where are they? Is somebody gonna talk? Is somebody gonna break and just say where he's at? Because I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it. If they have the evidence, if they do have the evidence, you could charge someone without a body. But I don't. Again, I'm not too deep into Wisconsin law. I know I did I did follow the Stephen Avery case out of Manitowoc County also.
I don't know about the Stephen Avery case.
That case is crazy. It was making a murder on Netflix. I watched that. It was pretty insane. Pretty insane.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, you know, each state has, you know, different laws, but the one thing that all of the United States does not do is truth in sentencing. And, you know, especially when it comes to children.
Right.
I believe that's the only way to stop harming these innocent little kids. Make these animals pay for what they're doing. And I do call them animals. I won't call them human beings. I won't give them a name. They're just animals.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Again, this story is heartbreaking, and we got to keep pushing it. So I appreciate you calling in, being a voice in the community. The details that we just read here, though, heartbreaking.
Absolutely, absolutely heartbreaking. And there's no other word to describe it. And they need to pay for this, both of them, the mother and that guy. And like you, I just pray that they do find Elijah and bring him home to rest, because I feel, as you do, we're not going to find him alive, unfortunately.
Well,
But
I do hold out and hope I'm wrong. But I have
hope
this
I
weird
am
feeling.
too. I hope I am too. I really do. It would be so wonderful if he was still alive. But my feeling is he's not. But we can hope, like you said, continue the hope. There's always hope, right?
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Okay. Well, thanks for the time.
Oh, you're welcome. God bless you. Thank you for calling in too. I appreciate you.
And you as well. I appreciate you, and you have a good evening.
You too. God bless you.
Thank you. You as well. Bye-bye.
A good phone call. Like it. Good phone call. Crazy story. Crazy story. Again, like I said, it reminds me of Quinton Simon. I live in Max. You said I live in Max Security Death Row Prison Town. I know for a fact that inmates will unalive inmates who committed crimes against children. They do not last long in general population in here. 540, you're on the show. Talk to me.
Hey, bro.
What's going on? How you doing?
Not a whole lot. This is Desi.
How you doing, Desi? What's your thoughts on this case here?
Man, this is monstrous thick people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that most definitely monstrous people.
Yeah, I mean, monstrous, evil animals, man. And when you were reading that, because I went through some serious abuse and it started when I was 4 years old up until I was a teenager. And
Sorry to hear that.
I can, I can relate to this story, and it takes a monster to do something like this to a young child or to any child or human being on the face of the earth. But when you were reading that, about what they said and stuff, they kept using the ice, the cold water. And
that was like a tactic to scare him, right?
Yeah, and I have a serious gut feeling. I mean, I've been in tears ever since you literally read it, and I believe in my gut that they have drowned this baby in cold water. Something serious like that. Because they kept using that cold water. And that's just my feeling with it. I don't know if you're getting that feeling or what, but that's the feeling that I get. They've done something serious. I hope and pray I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
I hope that baby is out there alive. But it's just, for some odd reason, I'm not feeling easy about this.
Me neither. I've got that feeling yesterday when I was looking at this story. I'm like, whoa, there's definitely, Quentin Simon vibes immediately, which, obviously I thought right away, I think he's passed. This is weird. They got them locked up. They're looking in a landfill. They have something that is making them look in a landfill. They found something that is indicating them that something bad happened. You know what I mean? And just based off the interview that they had too.
Exactly. And to only change a baby, I mean, he's a baby.
Look at this little boy's face. He was crying at this table. Crying at this table.
And for him to only be changed once a day, I mean, come on, that baby's bottom must have been blistered.
I bet that's probably why he was sitting there crying. And it's crazy to think about that.
Probably so, because I mean, if you leave, because a baby's bottom, man, can get raw, man, in a matter of no time. And, for him to sit in a diaper all day long and only be changed once, if he's telling the truth on that. I mean, that right there just sickens me. I mean, because that baby had to have been on fire. Had to have been. That's awful. That is totally awful.
It is. It's not only awful. What even makes it worse is that the two people that know something are completely not talking. That's the worst. I mean, he did talk a little bit into that interview, but I don't know. It just is frustrating when you read it and you see what's being said, and he's playing stupid. Like, oh no, well, once a day, changed it once a day. Like, did you feel that's right? I don't know.
No, not at all.
It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
And to make a baby stand there that long, not knowing. I mean, a child at that age barely knows yes and no, hardly. I mean, come on now. I mean, how in the world, what did he do so bad that made his mother so mad? I mean, she has definitely got some kind of serious issue upstairs. for her to act like this and send a child to some evil person like that. She's evil herself. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the gut feeling is not good.
The gut
But
feeling
I
is not
do.
good. Nope, absolutely not. And what day? Does anybody know specifically what day this was that this picture on the screen was taken in that shop? I don't know when this date was, but it's not time stamped on the date when they were actually at this little spot that I got pulled up on the screen.
I thought someone had said around the 17th or 18th,
Right, so
maybe.
yeah, was it on one of those days? Let me see. I know that what's her name? Guidance she's got a lot of this case down. I think she's been following it from day one, and she's been sending me information on it since last night,
Yeah,
even
she's
today.
got some pretty good stuff, man.
Yeah, she did do some good stuff with this case, and she's following every little detail. So with the guidance, she probably knows exactly what. Oh, it's the 16th. Okay, is that a surveillance shot? Yes, it is. I heard that's the 16th, the 16th. Not sure. Tina says 16th. PhD in nutrition says 16th. Everybody's saying 16th.
Yeah, it was between those dates, between the 16th, 18th, something like that. I remember hearing something in the right around that area at that time. I don't know exactly, I'm not for sure, but I know it was something like that.
All I know.
But I believe that the police and everybody involved in this investigation and stuff knows a lot more than they're putting out there. Because they definitely wouldn't be in the landfill and stuff like that if there wasn't some kind of something that directed them there.
Mm-hmm. Need to change
I mean,
the laws and actually enforce them. Just talking isn't enough to fix this mess.
Absolutely.
Agreed. There's a lot of laws that need to be switched around. A lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's and these people, they don't need a chance. I mean, they need to be done away with right off the bat. I mean, to be honest, because I mean, they, you know, if they're gonna do some torturous act like this to
Oh my
people,
God! Did you see this in comparison? When with this case? Hold on, I gotta show you this. This is insane. Look at this picture. I'm gonna pull it up right now on the screen for everybody. Look at this picture right here. Let's see if it'll pull it up. Looks like it's playing games. Okay, let me pull it up on like this then. Quinton Simon, right? Here's Quinton Simon on the screen, and look at this picture, guys. Look at this one right here. Tell me that don't look like Quinton Simon right here. Good gracious.
oh my goodness.
Like a spitting image.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, take a gander at that, everyone in chat. Doesn't that look like Quinton Simon only changing his diaper once, making him stand for 3 hours? They were daring him to act up.
That is sick, my man. These are definitely some sick people, man.
That's crazy. They are
But,
so alike.
but
They're spitting images of each other.
yes, they are. But I definitely appreciate all your coverage, man. I've been following you and stuff on it, and a lot of, you know, I try to get through most of the cases with you, and you do an awesome job. Keep it up.
I try. And I appreciate you calling in and being a voice. This again is heartbreaking. I just don't understand what makes people do that. I'll never understand it. But we can have a conversation about it. But I'll never understand
You know,
what is
we
making people do
can't
this shit.
understand. And I was, you know, I was talking to someone the other day about something like this, and I said, we can't understand this. We can't wrap our mind around it because our mind doesn't go in that direction because it's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore, these people that are, I mean, they're evil. And our minds don't direct ourselves to go in that direction because we don't think that way. You know, because a normal person would not think that way.
Exactly.
And so we can't wrap our mind around these things and get in those thoughts because we don't think that way. And that's why we can't grasp this whole situation with all of this that's happening and stuff, because our minds don't direct us in that way. And that's the only way that I can think of it, possibly us not being able to grasp it and stuff, is, you know, a normal person would not think that way and would not do something like this to a human being.
No way.
Or an animal or anything like that. I mean, you know, normal people doesn't do this to stuff. And, you know, it's sad. It's sad that these people are out here like this, but they are, and there's a lot of them.
These like Quinton Simon vibes. Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This picture too, like, look at it. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I would think these are the same boys right away. If somebody was showing this right now, like, yeah, these are the two boys, I would be like, yeah, wow, he got bigger. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd be saying.
Yeah,
I said, I'm holding out hope that they find this boy, right? I'm holding out hope that he is alive, but I just, in my heart.
Me too. You know, I mean, me too. I pray for these young children and even adults that's having to go through this and stuff, you know. I mean, I pray for these people, but the thing is, you know, I pray that they do find him alive. I really do, because no child deserves to have to go through this, or anybody for that matter. And I do pray that they do find him alive. But I'm just having really bad gut feelings about this, just on what they've said just in that interview, and what you read tonight. It just, that's sickening.
Thank you, Rattlesnake. It was like my email started blowing up like PCA out, and then I looked and seen more people talking about it, and then I looked on the community tab, or actually we're checking the notifications, and it was on the community tabs, and I was like, oh shit. So PCA, I didn't read it. I waited to come on here to read it with you all, to hear this information fresh with you all, to discuss it fresh with you all. Like I said, I didn't take a gander at this. This was my first time seeing it.
I wasn't even reading it. I was listening to you actually read it, and I was sweating bullets, man. I had to turn the AC on.
I had to turn my shit on too. I had to turn mine on too. It was definitely, it'd make you angry for sure reading that back. If anybody goes and reads that, I'm pretty sure you might bust a sweat if you get pretty pissed.
I mean, it was like I turned into an inferno, man. I was sweating and I was crying, and I was like, no way. I cannot believe this. I mean, this is monstrous, evil animals. I don't know if I want to even call them an animal, because animals act better than that, man. I mean, come on now. I mean, that's awful. I mean, what do you really call something like that? Ugh.
Again, I appreciate you calling in. I do appreciate you calling in and being a voice in the community. This is the story. We're going to continue to follow it until he's found, just like we did with Audrey, just like we did with Idaho 4 when they arrest Brian, just like we did with Cavalcante, just like we follow everything around here that I follow. I mean, the stuff that interests me. We can only cover so much at once. And again, this story is heartbreaking. It is. The details, everything within this. I want to see what the final result is and why. What's the motive? What made you do all this? That's what I want to hear. But I doubt we'll hear those answers, right? I don't think we will. But again, I appreciate you calling and thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you again. If you think of anything else, you're more than welcome to call back.
Absolutely. Love and light, bro.
Love and light
God
to
bless
you.
you and stay safe, man.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Shout out to her. Good phone call. Good phone call. 219-85-9693. Phone numbers at the top and the bottom. You're more than welcome to call and put your what is your opinion on this case? This case. 757 Heaven. What's going on? You're live.
Hey, Trev, it's Donna.
What's going on, Donna? I knew it was Donna. Come on now, you know I know Donna. But you got to make your introduction and let people know it's Donna. I know. Talk to me now.
Well, I was looking up a few things, and one of the things is I was looking up hypothermia in children, and what didn't make sense to me was, it was almost like he waited to get his autistic son out of there, and then came back to abuse that little boy.
Oh my goodness. Is that your thoughts? Like what you thought happened? You got the autistic boy went to school and something happened there. Is that what you're speculating on?
Think about it. He said he was sleeping on the couch. He took him he locked the door, took the kid to the bus, and then he came back, woke him up, took him they ate breakfast together, is what he said. Took him back in the bedroom with him and made him stand for 3 hours while he slept. Now, tell me, why? And then, he was sleeping. He wasn't doing anything. He was on a week-long punishment. But if you think about it, and something that you read said that when they talked about cold water, he was okay, but he was scared. And to me, it seems like, I was reading in this one place, and it said, when your body temperature, it can begin to drop after 1 to 3 minutes, submerged in 70-degree water. So I don't know how cold. I know my water comes out of the shower cold. You freeze your ass off and you get in there. But if you accidentally have the cold water come on, but it said that it's depending on the water, it could take 2 hours. It could take if the water is 50 to 60 degrees, it could take 1 to 6 hours. So he's, to me, I feel like this little boy was like water tortured. He was just, because one time in the water is not going to make him scared like that. I don't think. I mean, some kids love cold water, in the bathtub and so on and so forth. But I think something happened. He didn't have a witness, because just because kids autistic does not mean they are not able to function, not able to, recall and verbalize what they've seen. So I don't know. I feel like this man, I feel like he was torturing this kid with water.
When you read that and you see, oh, I'll get the cold water, and it's like, okay, that's reminding him.
It didn't really. I really didn't think about it, but as you continue to read, every paragraph brought up something about cold water. He threatened him with the cold water. I don't think you can make a 3-year-old stand in one spot.
Thank you, Loves to Lurk, with the thank you so much for making all these beautiful flyers. You did a wonderful job. So, Donna, I kind of thinking about what you said, referring back to the boy leaving, his son leaving, and then doing, something there. It just makes so much sense. It really does. It makes so much sense.
Well, why didn't he take him into his room anyway? That was kind of weird.
Right.
Why'd he wake him up? That's weird. But at the same time, anyone that's had a 3-year-old, I've had a 3-year-old at one time in my life, You cannot make a 3-year-old stand in one spot for 3 hours, yet alone 20 minutes, unless you're, they're not talking about beating him. They're not talking about spanking him. They're talking about water. Water is the tool here that is causing that caused this child fear. So, to make a child stand for 3 hours at 3 years old, no way. And you're sleeping? Come on. You would be tearing up that room because they don't have the mental capacity to understand that that's not something they're supposed to be doing. They're not capable of reason at that age to understand that they're not supposed to be playing with this or getting into that,
Mm-hmm.
No. They, like the caller said before, either they drowned him or he died of hypothermia or something from all these showers or whatever he was doing to this kid.
Cold.
And then they had to get rid of him.
Right. Did he flip out disciplining him? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, I snapped down and just said he fucking killed him, allegedly. And I'm going to stand on that because the police don't just have them locked up for no reason. They don't.
I mean, he could have left him in the shower or in the tub for 3 hours in cold water.
They want to find him, right? They want to find him that then they're going to, be able to slap everything else on there.
Yeah.
And they might be able to do it without that, depending on what they found and what they have. They have, remember, there's sealed records here. So there's information that they're holding out on. At the same time, while we're sitting here discussing what we read, the details in here, there's left out details that are sealed right now. What details are sealed?
They've got something. They found something, or
exactly.
They
that's what I'm thinking. They had to find some type of DNA or like blood somewhere. Something. They had to have some type of evidence to. But then again, would they be charged if there was like enough blood or anything?
And what's this thing with the mother being, inconsistent with her dates? The dates of being in, where she was and what she was doing. What the hell was she doing?
That's exactly why she got locked down. I feel like they found inconsistencies in the story.
Would she show up at his house for a booty call and left her son sleeping and then left again?
Right.
Is that what she did? This is crazy to me. It's just super sad. And, I'm sorry, but I'm an animal lover. Don't get me wrong. Nobody get me wrong. Don't come at me. But we treat our animals better.
We love our animals too, don't we?
But just, we take better care and protect our animals more than we do our children in this country. Let somebody beat up a stick of dog in water. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous to me. I mean, I'm not trying to compare animals to children, but the two go hand in hand. They're helpless. You can kick a dog and the dog's still gonna love you. You can beat a child and the child's still gonna be loving you. But scared of you, at the same time. So
Athena said they kick a dog, I'm gonna kill him.
Exactly.
I mean, this little boy, this story about this little boy, the stuff that they made him take post.
I just heard the dog thing.
No, they're talking about. I'm talking about this story. 3-year-old little boy, Elijah View, missing.
But the thing is, too, if you admit as much time that's passed, it's been a week. It's going on a week.
It's been so tomorrow is 7 days. It's the 20th of February. So tomorrow again will be the 7th day that Elijah View has been missing, and the family needs your guys' help. Share the story out, the flyers, everything. There's a Facebook group. Make sure you join it if you can. There's stuff talked about on Twitter. You could join the conversations over there. I haven't seen much on Instagram, but I have seen on every other platform. Even YouTube.
Instagram's a little bit different platform.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure. TikTok also.
As far as that one. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, share it, and you never know, because they could have sold him, like they were saying before, but I don't think so. But that was a conversation that happened maybe yesterday. but you never know. You never know with people. You know, somebody might not recognize that little face, and you know, it's just heartbreaking. There's been a lot of kids here lately. A lot of kids.
What? So you had Audrey, Elijah now, and there's more. I know there's more. There's a lot more. I'm just trying to think.
Oh,
I
of
see so
course.
much on a daily basis that sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes I got to take like a little 2-3 hour break just from looking at certain details and things, because it just starts to get to you and you start to wonder why. And when you can't get to the why, you start getting frustrated. But that's when I'll take a 2-3 hour break, and then I'll come back to the drawing board with a fresh mind to look at what's going on.
That's what happened with
you know?
me. That's what happened with me with Nancy Grace the other day when she was talking about little Audrey. I was like, I had to take a break. I was on Discord, and I was like, man, I got to come back later, you know, because the details of that was just too much for me. It was too much.
I just love devoting my platform towards things like this. This is what I like using my platform for. This is what feels good to me. I feel like I'm giving good back into the world, and
you are,
and you know, righting some of the wrongs that I have in my life, as far as just growing up and things that I've been. And I can relate to these stories so much because as a kid, I grew up around child abuse and different things. That's what we grew up in. I mean, we would go a day and a half without a meal. So I'm used to starving at times. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm used to that. I'm used to the stomach rumbling and different things. I live in conditions that are weird, with weird adults around that beat the shit out of you with belts and all different types. Like I've been through that. But this little boy didn't have a chance. He didn't get to make it through it to, you know, to anything. I mean, we can't even find him 7 days in, almost 7 days in, and nothing, absolutely nothing, but 2 people locked up in jail that are talking about things in here, and police are seeing a lot of inconsistent details. You know what I mean?
Right. People get off on mistreating little kids like that because they're helpless. They can't defend themselves. You know, they can't. And that's what makes it so sad, because you know, the little ones don't stand a chance to grow an ass man or woman. You know, mother's just as guilty, allegedly. Let me throw that up in there. But anyway, I just wanted to reach out. I'm glad you're on tonight.
It's always good, Donna. You always reach out, talk about the cases at hand, the topics at hand. That's all you stick to. And I appreciate you doing that. I really do. I appreciate it. And I do appreciate your opinions, your thoughts, your theories that you always call in and share. Even if it's something small, a detail that's small, I really do appreciate that about you, because you're into every little detail. And I like that. Again, thank you, Donna. Always great to hear from you.
You too.
Love you, sis.
You have a good night. Love you too.
All right. God bless. Thank you, Donna. 219-885-9693. I see Pittsburgh. Okay, Pittsburgh. You got Pittsburgh in the building tonight. Michelle said that's horrible. 3 years old being made to take a cold shower because he still hasn't potty trained. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Shawnee. We're getting there. It's time, T-REV Mike night. Spend some time with some beats and give us a track. Thank you, please. I'll keep that in mind. Cheyenne said he had poopy wet diaper. He probably put him in cold tub water. I don't even want to think about that. Again, oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow, the 27th, the Audrey Cunningham docuseries should be dropping on my channel. And if you'll see it because I'll post it up and have it released for like tomorrow night, but it should be tomorrow night. And if it isn't tomorrow night, I'll let you know. But definitely tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. I'm gonna be dropping the Audrey Cunningham docuseries that I've been working on for a while now, and had to go back and change up a lot of information. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this case. I'm gonna start working on little Elijah View, a little story for him, and put that together also. And hopefully it helps in some type of way, right? Hopefully it helps. I wanted to wait for these court dates a little before I start diving into the information, the PCA. That this is gonna definitely help put together the story and the timeline and different things within this case. So I can't, like I said, I can't wait to drop that information and start working on that and putting the visual together while building a script for baby Elijah. I want to get all the facts in there. So everybody who has the facts to this case, any known facts, any details that aren't in the PCAs that may not be out there, email me. If you think that I should put it in the video, let me know. Let me know. Because I'm gonna come across a lot of stuff that I think needs to be in there, but there may be one little thing you're like, well, this needs to be put out. You know what I mean? So let me know. Thank you, T-REV, for everything you do. We love you. Thank you, Ans. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Mystic Firefly said, where can we go help search? It's in Wisconsin, right? They're set up in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin. I thought the name of the town was I can't remember off the Fondue something. I think that was the name of the town. T-REV, did you hear about the creep's arraignment today? McDougal? Was it McDougal? What'd they say? I didn't hear about it or see it. Ooh, did anyone see Stephen McDougal naked at his court hearing this morning?
Oh my God.
Damn. Two Rivers. Yeah, Two Rivers too. I will send you an email. I'll be looking for it. Thank you, Loves. I appreciate that. Loves the lurk. Ooh, did anyone know? Prayers for Elijah, family, and friends. May he be found and justice prevails. Did you hear about the creeps? Okay, I seen that. Diane said maybe cold water is a clue to where they put him. You think they got rid of him? Put him in water? Wisconsin is dense. I lived there. Aaron Lizzie says. If they changed him more often, his diaper would not have been overfilled. Agreed. What's going on, Jen? Welcome to the stream. But if you're just coming in and you're seeing this story and you're like, Elijah View, catch me up. Well, February 20th, Elijah View missing. That's when everything started, right? But we just went through this PCA and there was some pretty freaking shocking details in this PCA. Changing this boy's diaper once a day. Once a day. Oh, I changed his diaper once a day. And they put that shit in the paperwork like it was, like he said it like it was just given a detail. Yeah, I change it once a day. No biggie. You know, I put a little bit of Desitin on there, but I change them once a day, right? I let them burn, but I put Desitin on there. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Once a day. I mean, a baby is going to go to the bathroom multiple times a day. You're changing them once a day? No. Nope.
Stop the cap.
But I mean, if you're saying that, I believe you. If you're going to say you changed them once a day, I think you changed them 0 a day. In fact, you probably waited till the next day. I'm sorry, guys. This shit pisses me off. This pisses me off. Neglection. Being neglected. Been there. Lisa, so last night we kept getting 3. I think they were telling us Elijah was 3. Mab says lots and lots of water in WI lakes and rivers everywhere. In Wisconsin, everywhere, huh? You don't understand in that, which you wouldn't do. I have 5 kids. They go potty when they want to. You can't discipline them to do it. Then they will hide it when they have accident. Kids are humans with their own minds. Let me pull this up real quick. Pretty damn silent.
You know if there's anyone.
Now I want to go back and revisit this after reading this PCA. What did they say in here again?
In accordance with Marcy's law, anyone
What
wishes
law?
to make a statement in accordance with Marcy's law?
Yes, Judge, and I believe it is the phone number of Mark Orison.
Okay, can the person who's on Orson's iPhone unmute?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you a victim in the case with Miss Bauer?
I'm the family of the victim, yes.
Okay, and you wanted to make a statement today?
Yes.
All right, I need you to state your name and spell your last name for the record.
Orson Bue, ORSONBUE.
All right, sir, keeping in mind that this is just the initial appearance and all we're doing today is setting the prelim, you do have the
I've
right
seen this earlier.
under Marcy's law to address the court at any proceeding. This would be one, so go ahead and tell me what you care to.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. Our family would like to ask the
Hot mess. Yes, we actually just read it before. You said, did you see in the PCA? Jesse said that he locked the doors, chain lock. Yep, I did see that. So Elijah doesn't leave the house yet. He says that he got out of the house somehow. Make it make sense. There's got to be, I mean, surveillance. There's got to be some surveillance around there. When we looked at the area last night, I mean, you got the cemetery across the street, and not to sound crazy, but hopefully they searched over there, right? Hopefully they got a dog out there. But then again, would a dog lose scent for baby Elijah in a cemetery? You know what I mean? Say something did happen and he walked over there at night. Say that the little timeline he's talking about is straight up bullshit. Let's just jump to that, right? Let's say that's bullshit and it's made up. There's inconsistencies in the story and they know something different. He could have there's a lot of things. Allegedly, everything that you're hearing here is allegedly. I'm only speculating at this moment, but as I looked at this building, this apartment complex, there's a road. If you come out of the apartment complex and make a left, it's a road with houses down there, apartments on your left-hand side, houses on the right. If you make a right, there's a stop sign that takes you to the main road right away, and you're on that main road. You can make a right or left, and the cemetery is in front of you. So my question is, did he go over to the cemetery with little Elijah, right? Did he take him over to the cemetery? Thank you, Turtle Gang. I appreciate the love. Did he take him over to the cemetery? That's what I want to know. I don't know. I really do. Something is saying, check the cemetery. Check the cemetery. I don't know. Go over there and check it. Did they check that cemetery? Does anybody know? Is anybody part of the search crew that's in here? How you gonna tell authorities that but not own up to where the baby is? Punk ass, coward behavior, beat a child and woman. Toddlers have to be potty trained. It takes patience and repetition teaching them. Hold up, my sons were potty trained at 2 years old, but it can take longer for some. This poor child was horribly neglected. TMI, you'd be surprised how many households this is going on. And in fact, I've made a call on somebody before. I called CPS because when I walked in a house, I took pictures of this shit. Literally, I took pictures of it. I walked in the house, there was maggots on the ceiling, trash bags in the kitchen, like 20 trash bags in the kitchen. Just listen to me, hear me out. 20 trash bags in the kitchen with maggots on the ceiling, with young 12-year-old kids being a babysitter of two small babies with shitty diapers laying all over the place. And in fact, when officers came up in that joint, they said, this is the worst shit we ever seen. I've seen this. I've seen this type of neglection. I've seen it firsthand, reported it, and authorities did jack shit about it. In fact, they did the quite opposite. They let them stay right there at the location and went back to the place like 3 times, like, oh yeah, nah, it's clean. Okay. All right. They're failing kids all over United States of America. Not only are they failing kids, they're failing them in other ways too. They're failing them in so many different ways because there's every situation is different, believe it or not. You'll hear about these fights between parents and different things, but the situations are all different. Not every parent has custody of their child. Not every parent wants to be there for their child. Not every parent wants to be a parent. And that if you don't want to, instead of killing them, why don't you drop them off to somebody who will take care of them? Not only take care of them, love them, give them a place to live, give them 3 meals a day, a shower, and treat them with love and care like they deserve. If you can't do the fucking job, let someone else. It's just that easy. I mean, you don't got to fucking kill him. I'm sorry. This is pissing me off. You don't got to kill him. It doesn't make sense. Why you punish a 3-year-old? Come on, let him grow a little bit before you start doing this punishment shit. I mean, you can, hey, don't do that. That's cool, but stand over here for 3 hours in the corner, 3-year-old. Come on now, no. No way. I'm starting to sweat again. Fuck this shit. I'm telling you, these details, they get to me. The details get to me. The story gets to me because I've seen in America, present day, within the last 10 years, with my own eyes, kids that live in filth, kids that live in disgusting areas, kids that are not being supervised by the right people, kids that I've just seen it. Trust me. It is nasty work. It is disgusting. And people need to do better. People need to do better. And it's easy to do better. All you got to do is reach. I mean, you could reach out for help. There's tons of different options, but killing, beating, spanking, and all this weird shit that people think they need to do, obviously it's not the answer. Thank you, Lisa. Welcome to the Rev Gang family. I appreciate you. And thank you to Turtle Gang. I appreciate you. And Beautiful Crazy, thank you. It just doesn't, man. It doesn't. Seen it with my own eyes. Epic fails, Jennifer Ross said. Years ago, I worked for Dish Network doing installs as a contractor. I called authorities multiple times because of conditions kids were living in. So sad. 210 Tammy. People are failing kids. Not everyone has what it takes to be a parent. Agreed. Mab says we just need to get these two talking and talking quick. There's got to be a way to say, if you don't tell us, now you're toast. I mean, they already slapped charges on him, child abuse. Molly says, joy to the world, all the boys and girls, joy to the deep blue sea. Trump 2024 loves you and me. You're funny. I'm sure they would search there first. Yeah. K9 Rescue, I would think that they searched that area. That's why I was asking. Because in my head, I'm thinking, all right, they cleared this, right? I don't know if you're part of K9 Rescue or anything like that, or no dogs that are trained for searches, but they follow scent. So I wonder if they had dogs out there and if they had a scent and where they lost it at. I'm curious about that. That's something that I want to know. I really want to know that. Where did they lose scent of baby Elijah at? If they did have scent of him, was there dogs at this apartment complex? Where did the dogs walk to if they walked out the house? Where did they go towards? And where did the scent stop at? That should tell you a lot. Did it go out to the parking lot and stop there? Did it, who knows? Amen. It's the truth. They're being failed every single day right now. As we speak right now, it's happening.
The court does not allow or change any bail or bond amount, and have these two individuals held fully accountable for their actions or lack thereof. After reading just a few things from the criminal complaint, these two individuals should not be allowed to walk free the month of incurred fines where Elijah.
That guy said these two individuals should not be allowed to walk the streets.
That's all.
All right. Just so you're aware, Mr. Vu, the court's not taking up any issues in regards to bail today. If a motion for bail is made prior to any hearing or a bail hearing is set, you'll certainly get notice through the DA's office. So just make sure you stay in touch with the victim.
That's a great question, Ron.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. All right. Anything else for the record, Attorney LaBrie?
No, Judge, thank you.
Attorney Larson, anything else for the record?
No.
Then we're adjourned. Attorney Fate, can we do Ms. Reed right away while we're waiting?
Yes, Judge, just 1 second.
Ms. Reed, can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. We'll go on the record in state of Wisconsin. State of Wisconsin.
I mean, it's clear they don't want him out. So last night, if you guys don't remember, I don't know if you watched last night's stream, but Guidance had called in and said, which I didn't know this, and I thank you for Guidance for telling us this, that in Wisconsin, you have to pay the full amount. Maybe it was someone else. Whoever told me that it's good information to know that. So her bond was $15,000 and his was $20,000, and they got to come up with the full amount. I feel like if they had that full amount, they'd be out right now. So it's clear they can't get that. And they're saying in the state of Wisconsin, you got to pay the full bail.
versus Shawnee Reed, 24 CF 126 appearances.
Missing
Neil
the
Gross
Lewis,
for the
Mom.
state.
What's going on?
Ms. Reed appears in custody with attorney Heather.
Well, they got it muted. They got it muted over here. Let's scoot up a little bit.
Appearances.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Now this is his now. Now we're listening for his.
In state of Wisconsin versus Jesse Bang,
Not the dog.
24 CF 162 appearances in the courtroom.
State appears by Jacqueline LeBrie.
Mr. Bang appears in custody with attorney Heather Fay. This is a special appearance. Counsel has not yet been appointed.
Matters on the calendar for an initial appearance today. Attorney Fay, do you have a copy of the complaint?
We do, Judge. We waive its reading at this time and request a preliminary hearing.
March 7th at 10:30. Bail's been set. Anything else for the record from the state?
Judge, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we should probably check with Mr. Vu again. Sorry. Thank you. Mr. Vu, you have the opportunity to address the court again in this case if you care to. If you wish to make a statement on the record for Mr. Vu's case as well, you're welcome to. I just need to have you let me know whether or not you want to make a statement.
Was the statement I made earlier not for this? Sorry, I'm a little confused right now.
That's okay. It's we call the cases separately, so each case has its own record made. So if you want to make a statement for the record on this file, you can. I certainly heard what you had to say earlier, and my response would basically be the same. We're not taking up bail today, and if bail were to be addressed at some point down the road, you'd be notified of that. So, do you wish to say anything else for the record today, sir?
Yeah. No, that's all.
Okay. Anything else then, Attorney LeBrie?
No, Judge, thank you.
I mean, look at it. He looks freaking lost. Look at him. Good gracious, man. Looks like a damn alien.
No, Judge, thank you.
Then we're adjourned. Anyone who was logged in for Bauer and Bang, you're free to log out. Who's next at the jail?
All right, that was it. I just wanted to see that little hearing. Again, we read everything. I wanted to hop on tonight for a little bit. I do have to get off though because I have appointments tomorrow. I got some stuff that I got to take care of. So I appreciate everybody that came by. Keep sharing this story. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back on again tomorrow. I'm usually on all week, and if I'm not, starting right now, I'll let you guys know. Sometimes things come up and I don't come on, and I know a lot of you are asking for me and are curious. And I do appreciate you guys checking on me. Again, we'll be covering this story extensively. The only reason I'm getting off now is like I said, I got appointments tomorrow and some things to take care of. But tomorrow night we'll be back on it. And again, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Keep sharing this story.
I count my blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you. Be the same with none of y'all by my side. You hold me down every day and it makes me strive. I wake up and look forward to doing these lives. A lot of y'all really came and opened up my eyes, and I hope I gave it back because it comes with yours. No matter what they say, I know I opened up them doors. I brought a family together even though shit was rough. They tried to shut us down, but we really shut them up. No matter what, we stand together when shit gets tough. I wanna thank everyone for showing me love. The Rev Gang family is something I cherish and love. And I'll smack anyone for fucking with us.
Blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
No one to give a voice to the voiceless. People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss is something that we find important. Rap game strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I manifested my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have the backs. I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps. Your loyalty means a lot to me, so this is a special thank you from me.
Blessings for